Ruth soap. I'm Ellen, and today I'm going to make a beach-inspired soap just because I'm in the mood. This fragrance inspired me. It's from Be Scented. It's called Island Escape, and I have not soaked with this, but the reviews said it behaves beautifully. It does have 0.4% vanillin, but the review said it didn't cause discoloration, so I'm looking forward to using this. It smells good. It's a blend of, I think it said mandarin coconut milk with hints of vanilla. It's, yeah, it's good. And another inspiration for today's mold is I'm going to use some melt and pour embeds. I have these little, if you can see, it's a dolphin. So cute. So I'm going to make some dolphins to go in the body of this. For my sand layer, I'm going to use sage, the herb sage. It makes a beautiful sand color. And then on top, I have little seashell molds. And I have not used this mold yet, so I'm looking forward to pouring some seashells. These will be melt and pour also. So I will be sure not to put my soap on a heating pad and make it go through gel phase because I don't want to melt these on top. If you've watched my videos for a time, you know I've done that before. Make these beautiful embeds, put them on top, put the soap through gel phase, and they all melt. That is no fun when that happens. We're not going to let that happen this time. So that is the inspiration for today. I'm going to pull, so I told you about the sage for the sand, and I'm going to pull my watercolors for blue and sky, and I may just do sand and ocean. I'm still thinking about it in my head, but the beach is the inspiration. That's what we're doing today for soap. So I've got beach on the brain. I love it. It's still springtime, but I'm getting ready for, beachy weather. So I've got to go get my melt and pour embeds all made and ready to go for this soap, and then we'll pull everything together, and I'm looking forward to making this today. And if you're watching and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I really wish you would hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy my video content, that would be such a blessing. And it's you all. You're the ones who have done it. I'm so thankful. So if you haven't hit it, watch the video, give it a thumbs up. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, we are back to unmold my little dolphins. They're so darn cute. Here are the seashells. I used a white melt and pour, and then I just dusted them with some micas to give them a little dimension. I think they turned out really cute, and these will go down on top. But the dolphins, so let's talk about the colors that I want to do for the blue swirls. I'll do a little wisp of white amongst these blues, and I picked gorgeous blue mica and azure blue mica from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and so these will be swirling for our ocean waters that the little dolphins will be in. And these I did in sort of a grayish blue color, and I'm worried about them getting lost in here. I want them to stand out, so hopefully to make them stand out, I'm going to use this French white shimmer mica, and I'm going to paint the outside of them so they'll be coated in white mica. So when I put them down, I'm hoping it'll give a little rim to give them just enough pop that they won't get lost in the ocean. This is my hope. So right now we've got to get these out. And let me tell you, I tried making this little mold here with cold process, and it's just so fiddly and tiny with the little fins that the cold process didn't work for me. I guess I could have left it for like weeks and let it harden up, but melt and pour for tiny little intricate embeds I think works better. So there's one side, and it's just very kind of fiddly, and it's, the little fins are so delicate. There we go. See if we can get it, and there they are. Isn't that adorable? Okay, let me get the other one out, and then I'm just going to take a dry little makeup brush that's designated for my soap room. I do not use this for makeup, and dip it in the dry mica and just paint it on here to hopefully let them pop out a little bit. For soap additives time, and today I'm just going to be using my kale and clay because I don't want any speckles from the colloidal oats in here. I want it nice and smooth, and my aloe vera lye solution is off to the side cooling, and the recipe is down below in the description box. This is my lard soap recipe with shea butter that I have been loving, and it's a slow moving batter, so that's why I wanted to use it today because we're doing the layers, yada yada. So let's get this in here. I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon of kaolin clay, and this is a 48-ounce batch of oils and water total for this mold, so 48 ounces total. And the fragrance, I looked it up and I'm glad I did. Normally I do a 5% fragrance load. This is only a 3.3% is the recommended fragrance load, so that changed my amount. So it's 1.5 ounces of fragrances in here for this. And yeah, that's that. The fragrance is already in here. Smells so good. So let's get this clay blended up, and then the first layer is going to be my little bit of sage for the sand look, and we'll get that mixed to a nice thicker trace and get it poured, so hopefully the blue ocean won't break through all the way. I don't mind if it's wavy on top, but I don't want it to break all the way through. So we've got some blending to do ahead. With my aloe vera lye solution. It's aloe vera juice, cane sugar, tussle silk fibers, and sodium lactate, like I normally do. And we're going to pour off not equal portions, probably about a quarter of the batter I want for the sandy portion, and then most of it I want blue, and just a little bit for a little white swirl to give the blues dimension, but not too much white. So hopefully I can pour off the right amounts. All right. So I'm just going to go to a nice emulsion here. I don't want to over blend it yet. There we go. And we'll get this split up into colors, and then I can blend each one as much as needed. So this will be my little sandy portion here. back. It's been a day and a half because I got busy, but I have a funny story to tell. Wow. Let's get this out of the mold, and while I'm cutting, I'll tell you my funny story. I'm just so thankful my little embeds didn't melt. That's a clue to the story I'm going to tell. So let's get this out of the mold and see how the little dolphins, I really hope they're standing out in here. There's only one way to find out. Let's get in and see what we've got going on the inside. Back. I figured I'd bring Olga out to play because she kind of went along with the colors. You know, it made me think of her. So Olga's here to join us today as we cut our soap. Here is my funny story. I got this made. I pulled out my little heating pad, put it on the heating pad, put the cooler over the top, went upstairs and was doing video editing for probably about a half hour, and literally like the light bulb went off in my brain. Like the Holy Spirit just came down and said, go uncover your soap or those melt and pour embeds are going to melt. And it was a Jesus moment. I came downstairs, I caught it in time. It was already starting to heat up really well, and I saved the embeds. So I am so happy that I did not let this go through gel phase under the cooler like I was trying to do. So there's my story. All right, let's cut. And I'm not trying to miss any of the embeds on top. I just placed them, you know, close as I could. I'm going real slow because those little dolphins are melt and pour, and you got to go slow cutting through melt and pour with a wire cutter. Okay, there's my little end piece, and let's see what we've got here. Oh, yay! Look at that. There they are. How fun. And this one got a seashell. Only one dolphin came through on this side. Look at, I am so happy that they're standing out in the water. Oh, yay. All right, let's get to the next one here. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how my mind just, again, I think it was the Holy Spirit. I was sitting upstairs not thinking about soap stuff, and all of a sudden it just hit me like a lightning bolt. Go downstairs and uncover that soap. And I'm really glad I did, because I would have been really sad if those had melted into little puddles of melt and pour on top of this. They look happy. My little dolphins are playing. So I am seeing a little rim of color here, which means I'm going to get just a teeny bit of discoloration. Not a big deal. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Really happy with those. And let's talk about the sage powder. This has no other colorant, just the sage powder. And isn't that the perfect sand color? I just love sage for sand. I think it's just perfect. So I am tickled with these. Now I have to think of a name for these. Island Escape is the name of the fragrance, but I think, I don't know, these look like Playful Dolphins or Ocean Fun or something. I need to come up with a better name than Island Escape, I think. These seem like they need a better name than that. All right, let's take a look here at the blues. It's very subtle, but you can see all of the different colors there. But it is very subtle. I really am happy with how these came out, and they do smell really, really good. Aw, that's so cute. Maybe I'll name this Dancing Dolphins. What do you think? Dancing Dolphins. They do look like they're doing tricks, don't they? Well, that is about it for this. I'm just gonna get the rest of these up on my little rack over there and let them sit. They're not too tacky, but I'm gonna let these sit for several hours to another day before I come in and do my beveling and stamping, because I don't wanna smush my bars or do anything too drastic, but I'm just delighted with these. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I have shared this recipe before, but it's a good one. I'm going to be repeating this recipe in the future several times because I just love the lather on it, and I love the ease of it. It's a slow tracing recipe, so those are all wonderful things when you're making layer soap. You know, having a slow trace is good. thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.